Now that you've got one or more Vortex and you've placed them on your tank, the logical next question is, what settings are best for my tank? Well, each tank is different, and in this video I'm going to show you what settings are best for your specific setup. First, what kind of tank do you have? Is it mainly a small polyp stony, known as SPS tank like mine, or is it a mixed reef tank made of SPS, LPS, and Softies? SPS tanks need more flow, while mixed reef and Softie tanks usually need less flow. If you're just keeping fish, medium to high flow is best to remove fish waste. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that a fish-only tank doesn't need much flow. Next, power on your Vortex and the dial in the center of the controller will turn green. This is constant mode, which is a great place to start. Turn up the speed on the pump by turning the center dial. Regardless of the type of tank you have, you want to get good flow in your tank without blasting your corals to bits. The easiest way to find the sweet spot for your tank is to turn the dial up until either your sand moves around or a sensitive coral like LPS or Softies are getting blown to bits. If your sand moves or your corals are getting blasted, turn down the dial until things settle down. When everything looks happy, this setting is your maximum setting. Next, change the mode of the Vortech to either lagoon mode or reef crest mode. You can change the modes by pressing the mode button on the controller. If you have a mixed reef tank, choose lagoon mode. If you have an SPS tank, choose reef crest mode. Then, observe your tank. If corals that were once happy are suddenly sucked in and not coming out, your flow is likely too high. If everything looks happy, turn up the flow one notch and see how your corals respond. Lastly, I highly recommend you use the capabilities of the Vortex. That means changing the modes frequently. The best way to do that is with a Reef Link or a WXM module connected to a Neptune Systems Apex. With either of these control platforms, you can write custom programs that vary the flow and help your tank thrive.